What's going on, guys? Nathan here with a Team Fortress 2 gameplay slash commentary, or at least I think it'll be a TF2 gameplay slash commentary, because at the moment I'm recording this without any gameplay in Sony Vegas, but I'm pretty sure I'll have some TF2 gameplay up on the screen. So yeah, and anyway, today I wanted to bring you guys a little story time, and this is how I got banned from an MGE server, which might seem a little bit impossible, but it happened roughly 3 hours ago, so it was just earlier this morning. So I was in TF2 and I just wanted to join an MGE map, you know, just tune up my aim a little bit, not really a thought to it, and I just click on the server, and immediately upon entering the server, I noticed that it is owned by a team of guys. I think their clan tag was DKT. I'll look that up and make a correction on the screen if I'm wrong, but for future reference, I'll just call them DKT. So basically, I just joined a match, and there were two matches leading up to a couple of matches against actual DKT guys. These first two guys were just random. First of all, the first match was really weird. This guy actually joined as a pyro, and he literally started WM1ing me against a scout. Or like, I was the scout, and I'm pretty sure he was just a random, like, really bad player that had never done MGE before, because he was, like, really bad, and he was legitly WM1ing. So I just left that game, and then I move on to another match, and this guy managed to piss me off a little bit. This is where I started getting a little bit angry. He was wearing a gibbous, and while that may not seem important, he actually started beating me. I was down like 6-3, so I was getting a little bit frustrated that I was getting beaten by a gibbous scout, and although, you know, I mean, people can change their hats so that other people underestimate them, that still kind of bothered me, that, like, if this guy was, like, a new player with only the gibbous and I was getting beaten by him, that just made me a little bit angry. So I actually start making a comeback, and at the time that the score was 8-8, he rage quits the match, and that is pretty much the biggest violation of MGE courtesy, in my opinion, because the goal of MGE is not to see who wins, it's to pretty much just get better, or at least that's how I view it, and I'm pretty sure that's how 75% of people view it. But, like, if you're facing a UGC Platinum guy, you stay in your fucking match until you lose or win. That's just how it is, because you are not going to get better if you face people that are worse than you. And it actually is true that I did leave my previous match early, so I don't want to seem like a hypocrite, but that was for a different reason. I actually left that match because I did not want to battle someone who was worse than me, because I wanted to, you know, continue to improve as Scout, and to do that I need to face someone that is better than me, and that guy clearly was not better. So this guy leaves, and I just get really pissed. It was one of those moments where it's like, seriously, bro? You just rage quit the match because I actually tied you, because it was 8-8. So he leaves, and then one of the DKT guys joins, and I'm like a little bit pissed at this point that the guy rage quit. So I actually battle this DKT guy, and previously during those first two matches, we'll call him lead troll. He was actually like making fun of me or insulting me through his mic, because I would say something through the mic, and then he'd be like, "Sorry, bro, I can't hear you over your being bad," or "Sorry, bro, I can't hear you over your bad YouTube channel." And that wasn't bothering me too much. I was just trying to focus on my match. But once this first DKT guy joined, that kind of came into my mind a little bit. And this wasn't lead troll. This was a different guy that didn't really do anything, but so I take him on as Scout and Solly, and I beat him pretty bad for both matches, I think. For Scout, I think it was like 20-8, which is, yeah, beating him pretty bad. So, like, at this point, when I beat him with both matches, I'm, like, feeling good about my skill level, because, like, by now I've gotten all the rust off of TF2, my aim is pretty sharp, and I'm beating these guys pretty damn good. So then after those Scout and Solly matches against the first guy, Lead Troll joins my map, and at this point I'm like remembering where he was insulting me, and I'm like a little bit more angry because of the adrenaline of MGE. I was also like happy because I'm managing to beat these guys while I'm a little bit pissed, which for me is like more of an achievement because I managed to keep my aim very steady, which is something that's harder to do when you're like angry or have a little bit more adrenaline. So this guy joins, and I'm like, dude, put your money where your mouth is. If you're gonna insult me, like, as a player and on my YouTube channel, then 1v1 me, let's see who's better. So he does, and we start out as Scout. And after 4 deaths, I was up, I think, 4-0. He switches to Soldier. So I switch to Soldier as well, because I am not about to give this guy any sort of advantage, because I'm just not as good, or not as effective against a Soldier as a Scout. So I switched to Soldier, and I basically beat this guy really, really bad. Like, I think I beat him. He had less than 10 for sure when I won with the 20th kill. And I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he was really, like, slow. Like, if I could describe his player style, it's pretty much shoot as accurately at the enemy's feet as possible and walk really slowly. Like, he didn't really rocket jump at all. So the match was a little bit boring, actually, truth be told. And I ended up beating him because he was just really bad, and I managed to get a lot of direct rockets on him, and I was just feeling really good as Soldier. So then after the match, he's explaining that I mean, he for some reason he's like non-troll anymore, and he's explaining what their team is, and apparently he said they play in competitive, and I'm guessing they're UGC Iron because they were pretty friggin' bad. But the thing is, he was explaining that his main class was Medic, which I found absolutely hilarious, and this is like one of the parts of the story, is that as someone who was trying to insult me as a player and on my YouTube channel, he mained Medic. Like, are you kidding, bro? You main a class that has no, like, combat-based mentality, and you're insulting me as a player and saying that I'm worse than you, even though I just beat you pretty much as Scout and Soldier. I mean, Scout for four deaths, but still, it was like, I mean, this guy was a troll, and I just knew it, and I didn't really care that much, but I still wanted to rub it in his face and show him what an asshole he was being. So then, we were typing in chat after the match, and then randomly after that, I get banned, and I thought that was hilarious, because during the match, I was actually calling him, like, bad, because I wanted to, like, counter troll him, and I know I just said, like, I wanted to show him that he was an asshole, but I was gonna be an asshole right back before I did that. And basically, after every couple of deaths, I'd be like, bro, you're bad, dude, you're bad, you're so bad, why are you so bad? And so then we were talking after the match, and I think I insulted him one more time, be like, your team is really bad, or something like that, because I did manage to beat a member of his team and himself when he was saying that I was worse than them. And then I get banned. And that is pretty much how I got banned from an MGE server, which is really difficult to do, but I guess not so much when the people that own the server are complete douchebags. So there you go. Don't ever insult a YouTuber, because I will make fun of you publicly. And, yeah, so, no, I'm not mad. I'm actually feeling some faint amusement right now. Pretty much that's what I feel towards this, is just amusement that I managed to beat this guy's team. That's what I'm calling it. I just managed to beat this guy's team, and, that's pretty much it. So, thank you all for watching, as always, and, see you later.